We're going to start this morning here at Huntington Place and this new edition of the Detroit Auto Show. You look around the showroom floor here, it is different. There's not near as much bric-a-brac, not as much being spent on the displays themselves. It is designed that way to be a much more hands-on, interactive experience. We're going to start this morning talking about what is a terribly important year for one of the marquee events of any year in Detroit, except for the last couple. And nobody's happier to have it back than the Executive Director of the North American International Auto Show, Rod Alvarez. Rod, good to see you.
It's so great being here, Devin.
It is nice to be back.
Be back at it.
I know you can't believe how long it's been. I don't want to overstate it. I said last week on the program, this feels like a really important year for the survival and the existence of this show. Am I right?
Well, look at it. It's been 3.5 years since we've had a show, and I've been here for 30 years, so I was here at the beginning of going international, and what a great run we had, you know, with the raising money for charities and all the unveilings. But it's a different time. Everything we went through with the pandemic changed the world. Technology advanced at a greater speed within the cars, on the way they market, and with what you do for a living too. So when you take a look at it, what we want to do is embrace the change, show Detroit's in the leadership position in mobility, do things different. Shows around the world have had challenges, but we found a way this year to really create some hype, bring the president in, and do some things differently.
It's a crazy day this past week with him here, but tell me a little bit about the move to trying to create a more experiential moment for the people that come to a show. It's not, you don't want this to be just walking around a showroom anymore.
You remember the old days, it was about kicking tires, you know, that whole cliche statement. Here's what we have today is people want to get in the cars and feel the activations, feel the experience, touch them, ride in them, know what electrification's all about. The only way to do that is put them in the car. And we're doing it right here in Huntington Place. So we've got 5 or 6 activations on the show floor that you get in the car and go to 0-60 in 3 seconds right here, go up a mountain in a Bronco, and take Camp Jeep over mountains too. Yep. It's just an incredible experience that you can do here. Plus the fact that there aren't that many cars out there you can go look at right now with inventories.
It's really true, and that's one of the big dilemmas that you've got and that the dealers have, and we're going to talk a little bit about the future of being a dealer right now, but just let me get back to the fact that we've moved it to September, because I spent enough years slogging through the snow to walk from the studio to get over here. I imagine the reaction to that so far has been pretty positive.
Think about that. We had 2,000 media here from 40 countries and 45 states. Here we have all these that came in this week in the month of September in this kind of weather. They thought all we had was January overcast and snowy. Remember those days? But think, here we have showing off a showcase to the world how great Detroit is in this time of year. Outdoor activations, engaging people, bringing them downtown, educate on electrification, and make this show a different kind of show. Again, change is very difficult for people, but embracing it and taking it to the future where it's headed, why not? Let's talk flying mobility all the way to cars that we have here that are electrified.
Where should we start?
Let's start at Ford. I think that's a great place. They got a great activations over there, and I think everybody's going to love it this weekend.
Lead the way. That is a pickup truck taking off like, dare I say, lightning. That's the Ford F-150 Lightning. Rod, so many people are curious about electrics. They really haven't had the experience. This is an opportunity to really figure out what it's about.
Probably for the first time ever, here in Detroit, you've got all these activations, but here, right here in Ford, you have Bronco Mountain, and I hear it's like a 35 or 40 degree, which feels like you're looking straight down when you're going down. It's amazing, and it's a chance to really feel the vehicle and what it can do.
Now, when you told the automakers that you wanted this to be more experiences built into the show, did they embrace that immediately, think that's great, or did they roll their eyes and go, oh, terrific, now this is something else we have to do?
Well, funny you may ask. You know, the consumers really wanted it too. This new generation buyer wants to know the technology and the feel of the car. So when the OEMs and the manufacturers come to play here, they go, let's do that for them too. Let's not build the Taj Mahal displays anymore. Let's put it into the activations, and that's what you have here. So when you take a Bronco Mountain or the Ford F-150 Lightning going 0-60 in 3 seconds, does it get better than that? I mean, that's what you want, to really experience the product.
It's really the miracle of the electrified vehicle.
And I know you like electric cars.
People on the program know that I'm an ardent supporter and believer, but a lot of people really haven't had a chance to figure out what it's all about. But that also pushes the question, Rod, are we pushing people to electric before the market's ready, before they're ready, and before the infrastructure's ready?
You know, that's the $64,000 question, because the government is pushing it in a big way, obviously. We had the president talk about that. But I think from a consumer side, there's an education that goes along with it, and that's our job. That's our job with the show and in Detroit, and to show off what can be done with it, that it does work. But there's a comfort level that you have to get, and we're not there yet. There's a transition, and we all have to be a part of that. But as soon as you buy in, there'll be a day you look back and you go, did we actually drive those other cars?
The way it is the beginning of every revolution,
it
right?
Is. But at the forefront of that, we can be there, and especially with the technology and the automobility that we have here with startups. We have 80 startups here that are technology companies that aren't even in cars yet, that could be in the future. So we're at the forefront, but let's all be that. And I think in time there'll be a buy-in, but let's be patient. Let's be patient.
I'm not patient. Let's move on, see what else we can find. Well, we've made it to Camp Jeep. One more experience. They've kind of built a massive hill in here to show what a Jeep can do, and it's one more. I imagine the lines are going to get long for all these experiences, but that's going to be a good thing for you to see.
That's a great thing. We want people to come down and from all over the metro area and around the other states. I mean, we'll probably get a good crowd. But if you have these kind of experiences that we have here, showing what they're doing today, and again, for 3.5 years. And a lot of these cars you can't even find in a lot of the dealerships now. You have to order and wait. There's an opportunity.
The other thing that was missing for the last couple of years was all the ancillary stuff for the city of Detroit. The restaurants, the hotels, they've got to be ecstatic that this is up and running again, but they also need it to continue to succeed.
You know, if we can be a part of that catalyst to energize Detroit and the restaurants and the community and the parks downtown, especially this time of year, why not? And the economic impact could be, a couple $100 million every year. Let's get this back on track and do it every year, because it really is having a Super Bowl here.
The last thing I wanted to talk to you about, and we're going to talk about this in our next segment, is the future, though, for dealerships. I can't believe how quickly we've gone to the place where more than half of the vehicles are now purchased online. So I know dealers are trying to figure out the future themselves. What does it look like to you?
You know, realize too that when you're buying a car these days, they can be $45,000, $40,000. It's a big purchase, like buying a house. You still have to go see the vehicle, whether an auto show or the dealership. I know they're buying online, but they still, at some point, they need it serviced, and the dealers in their communities are important to be a part of their community. There's a place for all that, because again, it's an important part of the family of the auto world, of what you have in your culture, and your car is a very important aspect of your lifestyle. So the dealers will play that role.
And we're going to talk about that in our next segment. Rod, thanks so much. Great to walk around the show and great to have it back. I know you feel the same way. You bet.